Hi everybody, it's Mary, Queen MLB. Talk to me Tuesday on Tuesday, October 6th, 2020. It's still 2020. Okay, and I'm still laughing that we all have this illusion that January 1, 2021, everything's going to go back to normal. Like, how's that going to happen? So, anyway, working on a bunch of things and I'm doing a lot. I'm not finishing anything, but I am making a lot of progress, which means at some point a lot of things are going to get finished, and I am having a wonderful time. So, first, I think I only want to talk to you about two things. First is, last week I told you about a paper piece test pattern that I applied for at Legit Kits, and I was very, very pleased that I was accepted as a tester, and so we got the test patterns, and I think I told you it's 115 different fabrics, all solid. You don't have to use solid. They just think that prints are such a personal choice that they do their demos in solid, and so I don't have as much fabric as I have. I just started using solids a little over a year ago, and so I don't have 115 solids, and because this is a butterfly and a flower, and the flower is basically pink, like of the 115 fabrics, about 400 of them are pinks and reds, and the other 800 of them are oranges and things, and so I'm out of fabric. So we started testing. There are 9 of us. There are 84 blocks, and so we each picked a row or a column, and so we each need to test 7 blocks. Well, I finished my 7, and I'm excited about that, and I had a wonderful time with it, and it's an easy way to go. It's a beautifully put together fabric. Pattern. We're finding a couple of things that need to be tweaked, and that's why we're there. And anyway, one of the girls said that a block that she did, these blocks are about 8 inches by 10 inches, one block that she tested that I have to make to do my quilt. That block had something like 132 pieces in it, in something like 24 sections. So, and she said it came together great. So I'm looking forward to that one. But anyway, I got my row done, and I did all 8 instead of just the 7, and I have 2 others. So it is the bottom row. The pattern is, like I said, 64 blocks. It goes A to H, 1 to 8. So this is row H, blocks 1 to 8. And I'll show you a picture there, and also the 2 other blocks that I did before we got assigned or chose our rows. I did blocks A1 and A2. So here's a picture of that. So that's the bottom row, 2 blocks of the top row, and I am having a wonderful time with that. I'm taking a little bit of a break now. I have to tell you, I'm a little disappointed that, since even though red is my favorite color, that I was hoping, I said, you know, I've got so many boutiques that read solids, and this will not be a problem. Well, I have to tell you, it's hard to imagine how many pinks there are. And so I found myself like bargaining with myself last night, because it was Sunday night. I couldn't go to the store. I couldn't order fabric to be delivered in less than a couple of days. And so I made some compromises, and I think it's okay, because this is a flower, and it's different shades of pinks, and I think that branching out a little bit would be acceptable, and so I came to a color that I did not have, and the color is called Ballerina. So I looked through all of my remaining pinks, and I had a hot pink, and I had a fuchsia, and I had some other things that were just not going to do it. Now keep in mind, I had already found a fabric to match up with baby slippers and ballet shoes, but not ballerina. So, you know how you get. I convinced myself that a ballerina can be orange, right? Can't a ballerina be orange? Well, then I decided that if a ballerina were to be orange, this would be a good orange for a ballerina. And I hope it shows up on your side of the screen better than mine. It's kind of a peachy. Now, if we get to a really nice peach at some point, because I haven't looked at all 115 colors, I might wish that I had done differently. So anyway, I convinced myself that this would be ballerina. There's not a lot of this mixed in with those pinks, and I thought it would be okay. But, you know, I'm sure you've been here. Then your invisible friend steps up, and she says to you, in a very condescending manner, that you have studied art and you have studied color, and you know that ballerinas aren't orange. They are in the pink family, not in the orange family. And she won't have anything to do with the argument that peach can lean either way. And so she announces that her shift is over, and out she goes. Fine with me. Well, then the narrator steps in, and you know how judgmental narrators can be. And he starts in with, oh, well, she's making a very bold move in making the ballerina in the orange family, and we hope this isn't a decision she's going to regret when this thing is all put together. And so off he storms, and this is when I miss the cat. As you know, cat assistants are there when you need them. They don't work shifts. If you're up, they're up, and they are not condescending and not judgmental. Miss the cat. There you go. So that's that. I've got 10 blocks out of 64. So I am really, really making progress. And then the only other thing I want to tell you about is a project that is in the design phase. And the way this started was I actually filmed a little segment to explain this. Yes, right before the test things got assigned, because I thought I was going to have a little break before testing to work on this. But basically, I have challenged myself to make a quilt for $30. And so let me put a different film in here from a couple days ago that explains what that challenge is. Okay, here's my challenge for the week. At Pineapple Fabrics, I bought a 4-pound package of fabric for $29.99, and I am going to attempt to make a $30 quilt. The fabric's gorgeous. It's in weird cuts because these are ends of bolts, and so they're not all in one. Each fabric is not all in one piece. So here's my challenge. I have received 10.8 yards of fabric, 10.79 yards of fabric for $29.95. That breaks down to about $2.70 a yard. I'm thrilled. It's gorgeous. The photo they had was just, snippet. They were in a basket, and it was just little pieces of each one, but I could tell I love the fabric. So let me show you what I have and what my challenge to myself is to make a $30 quilt. So I didn't even know. I thought I had 5 fabrics when I opened the package, but they had some of them folded together and cut together, and so I actually have 7 different fabrics. So this is my smallest. This is 3/4 yards of this. I have 1.5 yards of this. Now, if you notice, I can make this into 2 different borders. Or, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's pretty, and it's 1.5 yards of this. I have 3.38 yards of this, 122 inches, but it's in, I think, 4 pieces, so I can do a lot with it, but I can't do large uninterrupted borders with it. Okay, Unpieced Borders. I have 68 inches of this, which is 1.1 yards. And note that it looks a lot like this one, but ouch, but it is different. I've got 1.8 yards of the bigger one, and I've got so I think I can pull this off. I have enough batting and backing and binding to do that. If I add another fabric, I've got fabric, and except you think you have fabric till you need 115 pinks and 867 oranges. So I think I can do it. I have not started designing it yet, but I don't think it's going to be that difficult. And so I'll keep you posted on the progress of that. Everything else that I'm working on is just basically at the stage it was when last we spoke. And those are closer to being finished than these 2 projects. But I want to let you know about that. And I'm feeling better. I don't look so good today because I'm home, but I am feeling better. It's amazing what over-the-counter things can do to make you feel better. So I hope you're all having a wonderful week. I hope you're all being productive. And Jennifer O, so glad you're recovering so well. I am making you a card, and it's kind of been backburnered because I've been working on a big old paper piece butterfly. So sorry about that, but you're going to be recovering for a while, so I'll get it to you when I get it to you. I know you're well cared for, so I'm not too concerned. But I'm gonna get something to you probably in a week or so. So but I am following your progress. Of course, I'm very glad that you have all the kitty assistance you need. And of course that PBF of yours is doing great, and all your friends. So anyway, just a shout out to tell you how happy I am that you're recovering, and that's it. Bye.